Your niece?
See, yeah.
I'm looking where I can see you too now.
Isn't that something? Grandma said she could see me. I said, that's got to be pretty good. Because last time I was here, she put her nose against my nose and still couldn't see me, and said, excuse me for for bumping my nose. I said, there's no excuse, Grandma. But, okay, well, because I had talked to Aunt Bernice after me and you had talked, and I told her my feelings about it. That Mom ought to put it in the will and get it written up so that what happened is since Mom wrote her last will, we haven't had no will. So that also, but you know how it is.
Jimmy going and my surgeon and everything, I feel like a mishmash.
Yeah, but Grandma, if you don't get as much as you can on tape, if we don't get it on tape, and then what are we going to do? You know?
Gotta have something to share.
We got to have something to share.
Well, I think...
you know, we got a lot of grandkids.
Well, I think I'll get my stuff pulled together a little better later.
Oh, you're working on it. We're not looking for any speeches. You know, you never know.
No, this is when he's passing through things, Grandma.
Frog in my throat, so I can't talk on the phone hardly anything anymore.
Yeah.
My voice is too bad.
But you can, you know what you can do? You can say what you feel too.
Yeah.
So.
Well, let's don't get getting kinky here.
That's true.
You getting a picture of that?
Yeah, I'm getting a picture of this, and let me see, this is January 29th, 1992.
Does that say that on there?
Well, no, it doesn't say that on there. I just know it. I'm looking. No, this is today's date.
Oh.
And so this picture was taken when obviously all the kids were little.
Everybody but Roy was on that.
Everybody but Roy was on that, and it looks like from the left, looks like, is that Bill?
Yeah.
Okay, Bill, Lois.
Yeah. Yes.
Lois,
Jim.
Uncle Jimmy.
Yeah.
This must be Dwayne down here.
Yeah, he was about 2 then, a little over.
My dad, Dick. And
Johnny, the one with the funny face.
Johnny making a funny face. Bernice up behind him, and a good-looking gal right there in the dark hair.
Yeah.
Lady with all that black hair.
Yeah, and that was about 3 years before he went away. About 3 years, because he was...
Wilford?
Yeah, he was 5, you know.
Dwayne, Dwayne was
5.
That's a picture of Wilford?
Mm-hmm.
I don't think I ever saw a picture.
Haven't you seen that?
No.
Well, that's a good picture. It looked like he say something.
Well, what happened to you, Grandma? You were beautiful back then. What happened?
Well, I had a few years experience.
What year did you take that picture?
A little traveling.
Well, how old was Dwayne? 5?
So that picture's how old?
Dwayne was 2 there, but he's 5 when
I see.
when Dad died.
Passed away. Yeah. Anyway,
Anyway, that was in Lottie's yard, just when we just happened to be visiting over there. Wasn't planned or anything. We just got out in the yard, and that was enlarged from a little picture. Yeah.
and took a picture. Anyway, we're going to scoot this thing around. But I would like to
I
get a
guess
picture.
Roy was already married by then. Stayed then. You got
Back it just a little bit.
I think so. Get that and take a picture of the Rogues Gallery. Got a lot of pictures down there.
Well, we know we can stop those pictures any time. Anyway.
Lloyd calls it police lineup.
The police
lineup.
Anyway.
I told me he was in it, so he doesn't call
Get you turned this way a little bit. I want to get a picture of my grandmother and the. We got to look at the camera.
What?
And we're gonna celebrate a little eye surgery and so now tell us how much better you can see now.
Oh.
Now the eye surgery was a week ago, so it's been a week and it's better now, and it's going to get even better.
Well, I couldn't even see the faces. Now I can see the eyes good, and I can see food on my plate. It's a real treat to be able to see how colorful and pretty everything is.
All right, now listen, this is just going to test you to see if this is true or not. What do you
Cherry
say?
pie.
Cherry pie. I'll verify that as cherry pie. Yep, she's telling the truth. She can see.
Couldn't tell nothing but the truth.
But, you know, you got to take it easy for a while, and you're not supposed to read. And
Oh, we're supposed to get better all the time.
yeah, and was that Cheryl's telling you today? Somebody?
Yeah, Cheryl's grandmother just went through it, had both eyes done, and within 2 months, she could tell the difference.
Well, I'm supposed to be able to see better as time goes on, but I can see so good now.
But you're going to get better. That's the whole thing. Well, I'd like to say that I was here for Thanksgiving in, 91. Grandma put her nose up against mine and apologized for bumping into my nose. She couldn't even see me.
No, you're stretching it.
No, you did. You put your face right there.
No,
you
I
couldn't
said, I
see.
didn't either. I said, I have to get so close to see you that you can see me too good. Now you know what I said.
But, so if Grandma can see the pie, that's doing pretty good.
That's right, and you can probably count the cherries, too.
Yeah, it's getting better all the time.
You know, Landon's going to go back over there and start counting again himself.
Yeah, I'm going to go eat some of those cherries.
Yeah, help yourself.
And you know it's...
You're cutting off a little piece.
You know it's rough around Grandma's house when the pie come out of a pan. So I hope Grandma can see better.
Well, that came out of a box, but that was just company passing through. So left that. Okay. Is there anything you want to say before we say adios till next time?
No, I just wanted to say I'm so thankful to be able to see you.
Well,
Stopping this hot and gone stood up there with you during the ceremony.
Anthony, that's my mom up there.
And so when they went to school, they said, we got married. So we're all married now, remember? I said, oh no, I'm not an O'Malley. Anthony said, oh yes, yes you are, we're all O'Malleys now.
The O'Malleys.
So what's going on with Bill? Gil's bowling. He's getting to be a star.
One time he bowled a perfect game. He's never done that before. So he's really excited about that.
Well, that's it.
A lifetime. If he could do it again.
Right, is like he doing the pro stuff or
I don't know.
just bowling?
He's bowling.
I can tell.
How interested I am in it.
Yeah, that's right. You're really.
I don't know, I go to work at night and that's all they talk about. It cracks me up. You know, the guys on nights.
About their bowling?
Yeah.
Well, it's got to be some kind of sport. Talk about anything that's how it works. You know, that's what the sport's for, is to relieve your brains of what you when you work. You think so?
Yeah.
I was looking at that picture in the hallway there, the old farmer in the dark suit.
Well, my dad, huh?
Must be your dad.
Yeah.
That's right.
Mikey did that. He saw that picture I had over there. He said, well, why isn't that up there with your grandma and your mother up there? I said, that belongs up there. He brought a frame. Next time he come, he got a frame, put it in. Put it up there.
Well, he just looking at that, it looked like he'd been out in the sun working hard.
But he had been out farming quite a while in that picture. They hasn't made that long for you. They paved his backyard, then he found the gate where we lived for a while. And that hat, whatever, where he went, and when they come jerked him up and took him out to that poor farm out there, he was staying with me at the time, and I'd asked for some help, some extra food for him, because we was eating pretty slim, you know. And tried to get help for him, and a visitor come out and looked the situation over and said, well, we can't, only way we can help him is to take him out and put him somewhere. But we can't, you guys are not eligible, so we can't help him while he's staying here. so we just left it, thinking it over, and I was going to the store the next day. They come jerked him out and went off with him.
Oh, they,
Yeah, you can just do now where you go after him like a bulldog, but then I didn't know you could. And besides, it was kind of desperate, the situation for him. I thought maybe it would be better. But they had no right to grab him up and go off like that. And he also left his hat. And he never went anywhere without his hat. I just thought he was that awful. He got pretty feeble in his head, you know.
Where are you?
I guess he,
Kayla?
I rode out to see him, and they put him at only 72. But he had high blood pressure.
Did you take a shower?
He didn't have a stroke though, he passed away, but don't
No,
know.
I guess.
And anyway, he was not about 10 days.
you could have a,
Water.
you know,
I
sometimes
loved him on out there. He's
I'm
good
going home and
health.
work in the house.
Otherwise,
Kayla!
I didn't know anything about high blood pressure and strokes, you know. But
What kind of days have you been getting
I
off weekends
went to
off?
see him,
Pretty
and
much?
he wanted to help me take him back with me.
Yeah.
And I thought, well, if I left him out there, there's men around, you know. And they were sitting up there playing something, he got close. He sort of said,
Is Carrie going to school?
all the gambling, eh?
How old is she?
She sounds 6.
6.
First grade.
Yeah.
Instead of go over and try to talk to him, they
Really
said,
bad.
get
You
back
might-
that bed.
You may not notice, but they are growing.
Oh, they tell them
So I
that?
remember when Nathan was little, and of course I've been away, a while, but
Get back to your
they are
bed.
growing.
Couldn't get acquainted, wasn't getting acquainted very fast.
Yeah.
So I left him and went home crying because I didn't know what to do, what to take him
Yeah,
back.
honey's
home or
coming to
leave.
get Anthony.
And I thought, well, I'll leave him there
Saturday.
Well,
for
Saturday.
a little while and
So you have
see if he, I thought, well, if he didn't get in next time I went to see him,
Carrie.
if he still hadn't, you know, was unhappy, I'd
I
take
think
him
he
home.
just gets lonely.
I didn't know it could or not.
what's
Anthony.
Anthony.
Could not either.
I don't know why. He goes up there and
I
he
guess
loses
I waited
20
a
to
week or
30
so and
pounds.
went back out there and died. And they wouldn't say a word, never called us or anything.
I
He
was
had a
telling
stroke
Grandma
already.
maybe he's just kind of searching
Well, the
around
man-
for,
the man
he might
nursed
wanna
down
think,
there, and I
he might
said-
think that he wants to live with his dad.
Yeah,
That's like
sure.
your belly
So
had
he's
two
just,
Yeah, I think so.
bruises on
he's
him.
just searching, and then
You
he'll be
know,
back down
black
here.
place, black place. I said,
He's
that
lonely,
Dad
so I heard he
had a
doesn't
stroke,
want
and
to
he said,
He's
what
coming
did
into
he
the
say?
valley.
Maybe or
Anthony's
perhaps
been
or
getting,
something
well,
like that.
hurting himself type trouble.
Oh,
See,
is
I
he?
didn't know way about hospitals, places. Couldn't have found out.
The girls were girls?
But I said, there
Huh?
were some girls
No, just doing dumb things like blowing up
He
gas
died right there in front
cans,
of
right there,
blew his
dying. in there.
face up, burned all the hairs off his face.
So while you were there at the hospital, he died? Well, he was in those, this is in the 30s? No, was this in the
My
30s?
goodness, I just have-
Yeah. Technically,
Must have-
Vacations?
Well, in the 30s was...
32.
Give vacations?
Am I working?
Right after you did.
Yeah, but I don't take,
You don't take them?
I take like one day at a time. I probably only have about a year's worth of work.
Little guys
Oh, are you?
think about
Oh,
hard
they're
times.
gonna lay off
Hard
people.
you kids.
Are
They're
you
laying
working?
on 1,500.
Yeah, are you working? Yeah, they're laying what? Down,
No, you
down
know,
there, I think it's something like
everybody-
3,500 or
You're
something
right,
like that.
You don't?
Uh-huh.
And that's expensive for them either.
I work on that plane.
Oh, they stopped it now, right? Didn't
Huh?
they?
We
They
don't
stopped the
know.
production?
Yeah, we
Or did you
don't
work
know.
on this
That's
particular
right.
one? What is
Yeah,
it?
I made up this calendar.
Oh, you did that?
Mm-hmm.
You designed it yourself?
I
Oh,
guess
that's neat.
sitting out on bed sheet. Right there, them two, you know. And I went in and talked to the lady and asked if they
Did you
had.
guys take
and
that
they
one out?
didn't have a
Give
place
Grandma
to
another
bring
one.
people that didn't have any money. There's no way they didn't have no
For
place.
sure?
Yeah,
Yeah.
I bring her
And I
another
said,
one.
well,
Okay, yeah.
what do you do
Yeah.
then if you don't have money?
Grandma,
He said,
I'm
well,
gonna give
you
him your
have to
calendar because I can bring you another one.
Okay. I
Show-
can have a
show it to
premium
Richard.
for $25. I said, what did you do? We don't have $25.
Becky designed this.
Oh, you did?
Yeah.
Come here. Hey.
He said, oh, well, we just turn him over for
Be nice.
to
You know what?
Body parts?
You lost your thing.
To the body parts?
Where is
wasn't
Yeah.
I can't hold you
So
here.
we
Where
were
is it?
sitting out on the bench house, they did not know which way
You know?
what to do.
Huh?
You saw it?
Walked up and a policeman that Ruby was in love with, an older man, that she
That's
paid
me.
her
babe.
lady.
Man the brass.
Where?
Man
And
the
they
brass.
walked up,
In the bath?
two of them walked up and they told
Come
her
here, let me
this
put your
one
top
woman not to worry,
first.
they'd take care of it. What they did, I
Your
guess,
head first, so I won't hurt
they
your
went to
ears.
a mortuary place where they would take a
Keep closer to me.
payments.
Put your face there
So
first.
that's what we did. And the grave was only $25. And we had.
Yeah, I may not be able to be here for Grandma's birthday.
But it's
It's a
great.
good girl. Out of plan.
That's how rough it was.
That's why I thought I couldn't see it
We
now.
got it paid.
Bernice wrote me a letter because she needed some enchiladas for that day.
So,
Isn't that up in the office,
Isn't that
yeah,
nice?
you
She
designed
designed
this,
it.
huh?
Oh, yeah, kind of. I didn't draw it, but I just gave him the idea
Got you.
what we wanted. Keep us flying with pho. That's what I'm in, the pho department.
Photo department. Foreign
Kayla?
object, what?
Kayla!
Huh?
Foreign object,
Elimination.
elimination.
You got one.
Hey!
Got
Got
out
fun.
here on the
Papa!
plate. Everybody can see it.
Got
No.
Got
What is that called for that, we've got that plane sitting out there to
What's
see.
the plane?
Kayla!
That's a B2. That's when
Let's find
President Bush
let's look
said-
at this thing.
we only need 20 of them.
Let's look for it.
Or you're going to see thousands of people in Palmdale unemployed.
Well, maybe they, instead of unemploying those people, why don't they get them to building, we don't, with Russia gone down the tube, we don't need, there's nobody else out there to beat up. So, I mean, we're it, we're the,
I don't think we should ever stop our national defense, period.
we're not, that's not
Because the only reason,
there's so much, we have so much, we could win
Look how
7
little-
wars.
Look how little Japan was compared to us, and they sneaked up on us, caused pants down, and blasted us clear. If they didn't get up over the TV and holler out, "Oh, we're in a bad shape. They can just come in and get us." They
Come
didn't
here.
keep quiet.
Yeah,
Everybody went to work.
yeah. Unfortunately, when this kind of stuff, because it's affecting us down there too. I mean, all the people in the defense,
get laid off.
yeah, the industry that gets laid up. There's people that were buying houses and doing this and doing that we're working on. So when you stop, their dough stops, water's down, it stops us. So we're getting it too, but I gotta tell you is, instead of paying people to make objects of death, why don't they make something creative? I mean, constructive.
Like what?
Like what? Give us a year, we'll think of something.
Yeah, it makes them.
Hey, if we don't go on the, you know what?
Wash machines
Well, it makes
are,
them-
We're on a road to a big depression. And if there isn't a war, we're in bad shape. Not that I want war.
You know what?
wait a minute. You want war because it pays better.
right here.
War is all politics.
War pays better.
When there's a war, there's jobs.
Is that true, Grandma? Does war pay better? Is there more work when there's a war?
Yes.
We'll pull things out of the...
Well, I tell you, so many of the boys is overseas. That's why the mamas and the cripples have to go to work to send them in over the fight.
Okay, well...
It's all politics.
During the Depression, what was sort of the end of the Depression? Was it the war? Did the war end of the Depression?
When it was crazy.
Kayla.
On this.
Oh, for you.
It was what?
Papa, right here.
Okay, take it away.
Well,
try harder.
Over here.
Oh,
And Dad got work, yeah.
Okay, sit down. Let me comb your hair.
Well, some sort of disasters...
isn't that
means,
sad? But it's the truth.
well,
it's
it's
sad.
the truth. That's right.
That's true.
It's true that actually the reality is
I'm
that,
using your brush, ma'am.
that we humans feed on calamity.
the truth.
The worse somebody else does, the better we do. You know, that means as long as the war is not, if the war was right here in the United States,
It is.
all the
I don't
prosperity
know.
wouldn't do us any good because we'd have everything blown to snot.
Yeah.
That's right.
Ask the Germans if how prosperous they got.
War's over.
No, and so anyway.
I talked to poor Landon. He said, depression. He says, I thought we were already in one. I guess he's having a really rough time.
Yeah.
I said, oh.
Yes.
I get vegetables at Kenny Bunch.
The guy who built my mobile home, he said he doesn't have much work. The one who did the animal for us.
Finally put in the community garden.
Oh, shoot. Are you got this thing on, baby? Why does the middle one? Well, sure. I didn't know. I heard this. Back it up. I've been standing here for an hour.
Oh, had you?
Yes.
Trying to get old grandma on the tape,
I know you are, but you shouldn't tell me. I put it out of the way. And I promise not to talk. It's not going to do, Kayla. She lost her little
Oh,
thing.
it was successful. Yeah.
What's your name?
Kayla.
Kayla what? What's your last name?
That's right.
Come on, say it. Perez. Kayla Perez.
Oh, man, you're going to fall.
How old are you, Kayla? How old are you?
I worked for several days.
Good. How many is that?
Except when I go outside.
One, two. What's the last one? You a two, or is it more?
I hope I at least get another couple of years in.
Who's your mom? You gotta tell the camera so people will know. Who is your mom? Kayla Perez.
Who's your mom?
I just paid off all my bills. All
Darlene.
my credit cards.
Who's your papa?
Going to debt every year. Going to the kids' club.
Who is he?
All of them. It costs a lot.
Richard. Yay for Kayla.
If you don't have the money, we don't get it.
Anyway, we're at Grandma's house, and it's
It's like
February
Disney on my
6th,
I'd like to get
1992.
off my trailer.
And my grandma's going to be 94 later this month.
A piece of junk there.
Sister Rebecca Loon giving us a dissertation on how war is profitable.
You need to go to war.
More war, more dollars,
Then I
more
would have a
dollars,
job
more
for
war.
at least another 20 years. No, I don't. I think war is horrible,
Sure.
especially since I have 4 boys.
Does any of them have anything in mind about showing any?
They all want to go to the military. But the military is laying off.
The military laying off. You know, the military is getting picky about who they're taking.
Yeah, you have to be really educated. I told them, I said, you better make, if you want to go in the military, you better get good grades. It's not like it used to be, just any old dummy could go in there.
Yeah, well, you didn't need a high school diploma, you just warm body.
The dummies they put on the front line.
No, the dummies can find the front line by themselves.
They need to send all those gangs.
Yeah, really. That's the ones that have the guns, right?
Now, I'll agree, we could use a little bit of war for them. I mean,
You need to go into war and send all the gangs there and let them fight for their territory.
You know, you suppose that we're looking at this wrong, that, you know, with all the drug money these gangs have got, maybe we could sell them a couple B-2s, keep people working?
That might Yeah.
the East LA Cholos, you know, against the Crips, you know, and they're
Right.
gonna take off from LAX and meet over Catalina and do a little battle. But trouble is that they wouldn't really care if there's any FOE or not with these guys, right?
Yeah, I don't care about foam.
Yeah. Okay, Kayla. Where is she? You ready to go home? Huh? Yes. Okay, we're going home in a little while. Okay, Grandma. Grandma. We're going to say a few words here. We got the machine rolling.
Shouldn't have told her that.
Oh, she does real good with the machine rolling.
She can talk better without the...
This lady is not camera shy at all.
You should see the one I get of her. She's hiding from me. I just had to chase her around the house. Remember that, Grandma? It's cute.
Well, this is the month of your 94th birthday, 1992. 1992. 1992. So generally when we had the 30s, you were in the 30s, and when we had the 40s, you were in the 40s. When we had the 50s, you were in your 50s. That would happen in the 90s, and you're in your 90s.
Is that the way it goes?
How old
It
are
used to be
you?
history's been following you around.
How old are you going to be, Grandma?
94. 94.
I've been telling everybody you're 95.
Well,
Papa,
that
that's
doesn't make it
90.
worse than what it is.
Papa, that's 95.
Papa's 95.
A year and 4 months younger than
You
him.
know, that good Oklahoma upbringing is,
Pays off, huh?
yeah.
It says to honor your father and mother, that it might go well with you in your days of the long on earth. Live long, if you old, if you honor your father and mother.
I got one thing to say to you, Richard. After listening to that speech, that we feel guilty having a Honda. After the Japanese just said the American people are fat and lazy.
Oh, no more cookies. We're out of cookies.
Yes, they are. That's what they said.
That we would have jobs if we weren't such fat and lazy people.
Well, true we are bigger than them, and true we don't work as hard as they do. You know, I was talking to a pool player last night. He's a professional player, and last year he went to Japan for pool. And this guy,
Think about running out of here pretty
his
soon.
name's Ernesto.
Yeah.
No, I don't know.
Imported from Mexico kind of guy.
Kayla?
He's a real good
Kayla,
guy.
don't, honey. Just
Real
she
good
likes to
football
go to the feet. No,
So
she
he's
likes to
talking
the
about
dog.
being in Japan.
Kayla?
And when he went there, and he said,
See, he
he
wants
said,
a piece of cookie.
you know, I said, well, you know, he's leaving for another pool tournament, and I said, well, those Japanese got lots of money.
Why?
He said, no, he says, they
Don't
don't.
ask me why.
He said,
She's a nice
he
dog.
said, well, all the everyday working people,
She
he
wants a
said,
piece of cookie.
they don't have any money. He said, he says, we go over there and you see them on the trains and stuff. He says, they're all tired and sad looking, and he says, they don't have any money. And
They don't pay them very much.
well, I don't know.
They drive them for little.
Well, they're
The workers.
Yeah, he says you get on the train, and he says, you know, the subways or the trains, you know, everybody takes to go to work, and he says they're hanging on these things. He says they're laying there, they're hanging on, falling asleep. He says they're working so hard, these people are falling asleep going to work. And he says you watch them with a comic book. He says if you're reading a comic book, and he says, you know, like over here we read a comic book, we see something funny, we laugh, ha ha ha, that was funny. He said over there, you know, he just came from last year, right? He says that he says he'll watch lots of people reading comic books and nobody's laughing.
Yeah, bad.
Nobody is laughing. They're falling asleep on their feet going to
The
work.
rich are getting richer over there, and the poor do not know middle class.
That's the way in my country, too.
It's going to end up that way here. It's going to be the rich in the middle class is going to be the poor. The poor is going to be dead. So actually, the people themselves aren't getting rich. They're getting rich, but not the workers. Just the richer or the richer. Right.
Nobody.
Somebody's getting rich.
You know, I used to hear that, and I didn't like it. I thought it wasn't that way. But, have to get that way.
You know what?
All I can say is all buy American.
Grandma made the cobbler enough. You're gonna have a piece with ice cream.
Oh, you mean a
She
cobbler?
made 2 cobblers.
Of course.
And you're talking about it.
You fixing it up?
A lot of people were feeling guilty over them hundreds.
How were they?
You know what?
What?
People still buy Hondas.
Oh, yes.
They don't care. And they're
Oh, we're gonna have some cobbler.
Yeah, we're gonna have some cobbler, baby.
Oh, we got some.
Kayla.